Okay. So maybe something wrong with the. Is it live? Yeah. It seems I'm live. It's just that YouTube got some time to go live. I just need to check the quality because last time when we went live, the quality was not good. So this time it's important to check, right? Okay. So it's we got the notification, and then I can see so many people are watching already. Okay, that's great. Uh, So what else? Okay, so we got so many messages started with that. That's great. So yes, so everyone, welcome to the channel again. So another live session. I try to go live every weekend, but sometimes it's not possible because of training or because of some other personal work. But now today we have a time, so that's great. So we got around I'm almost 300 people watching this. Hit that like button, everyone, if you enjoy my live session, and let me also know the voice quality. Is it good, bad? Because every time we use different mic or different settings. So I just need to check the best settings available. How is the quality? Is it good? Maybe quality is good. Okay, great. So let's take up some questions. In fact, today we have anything ask anything session. So I will not be talking about much. It's all about your question and my answer. Okay, someone says bad. Why is that? Uh, okay, so let's take up some questions, and I'll pick up the questions now. So, talk Spring Boot, Spring Boot, Spring Boot. Okay, so basically, what is so your question is what is Spring Boot, or you want me to make more videos on Spring? So basically, Spring is a framework using which you can make amazing softwares. In Java world, Java using Java you can make amazing softwares, right? So in Java world, if you want to make big projects, basically not small one, so we need to use frameworks, not just Java, any language if you choose. The moment you say you want to build complex application, frameworks will help you in building the application fast and in stable way. One of the best framework available for Java is Spring. But the only problem with Spring is it does provide a lot of features. We have dependency injection. We can use MVC in Spring. We have concept of ORM in Spring. It's just that the moment you say you want to use Spring framework, we have to do a lot of configuration. Uh, and so to avoid that configuration, let me just do one setting because it's not looking that good. I can see it's zooming on my face. So now it's good. Yeah. So when you say Spring Framework, it is basically a framework which is we have to do a lot of settings, and to avoid those settings, we use Spring Boot. So Spring Boot will help you in your project, provided you write less settings. It will give you a lot of settings by default. So the common things will be there with you, but if you want to do something extra, that's where you have to do some extra configuration. Okay, so I got a message that I'm looking weird on this video. Uh, okay, so let me just check why. So, okay, next question. Card is good. So Melvin says, say my name. Hi, Melvin. Melvin, if I'm not wrong, it just went up. Next question. Okay, questions are going pretty fast. Okay, camera angle is weird. It doesn't matter. Okay, next question is swing. What is swing and hibernate? Okay, so basically, okay, so I got a message that I'm looking like an alien, and that's weird. Anyway, so yeah, so when you talk about swing, not spring, swing is SWING. When you use Java and if you want to make some GUI, okay, so some graphical user interface, you need to use some tools, some libraries. One of them was Applet. So way back in either 2001 or somewhere, uh, we used to use applets to build GUIs. So we got applets, and then we can use frames as well. But after some time, they realize, okay, so we don't have applet, which is better. I mean, we have something better with that, which is Swing. So they came up with a Swing framework, which is uh, Swing is not a framework, basically a library which will help you to build GUI application. And then we got new thing now, which is JavaFX. So basically, Swing is used to design the application, design the GUI, and working as well. And second one is Hibernate. So Hibernate is basically a ORM tool available in Java. So ORM stands for Object Relational Mapping. To know more, we have a video on that as well. But just to give you a quick idea, so if you have an object in Java and if you have a database, you can simply save this object into database without using a SQL query. So that's something amazing. So yeah, so if you are enjoying this, hit that like button, everyone. I can't see much likes there. Maybe YouTube is not showing that instantly. Uh, okay. So next question is, please. So questions are going pretty fast today. I don't know why. Future of Kotlin and Spring Boot. So basically, nowadays you can also use Kotlin with Spring framework, and it has a good future because a lot of people they are moving from Java to Kotlin because of ease of use, less boilerplate code, but it has a good future. Okay, will you teach NLP now? How to become a master in Java? There's only one way: practice. Okay, so build projects. See, no one can teach you. I mean, of course, we can teach you how what is Java and how to use it. But if you want to be master, so when you say master, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so I can't still say myself as Java master of Java. I'm still learning, but yeah, so you can build projects. So start with the basic project and you can improve yourself. Not master of Java, but you will be quite good with Java in future. Okay, next one. How about Chennai meetup? So yeah, in fact, I went live on Facebook and Instagram today, and then this question was there: when is going to have Chennai meetup? Soon. Let's plan it soon. So in fact, I'm planning for something big this time. So we tried multiple meetups in gardens and then in classroom. We booked the entire seminar hall for the meetup. We did a lot of different stuff. In fact, I went to a college for a seminar where I called all my subscribers in that particular city. So we are trying different stuff, and this time we are going for very different stuff. The only problem is I'm busy till 8th, sorry, 10th August. After that, let's plan for a big meetup. We'll start with Mumbai, so at least we'll cover 4 to 5 cities this time in till October. So hope for the best. Yeah, so we'll have some big meetups coming up. Okay, questions are just going up now. Okay, so I was just reading a question and it went up. That's weird. Uh, Okay, how can we use machine learning in React Native app? Not sure because I'm not into machine learning, not even into React, so I can't comment on that. Is it necessary to learn OOPS concept to go into data analysis in Python? Data analysis, right? Yeah, it's a good to know concept OOPS, right? So it doesn't matter what type of application you're building. It's always good to know OOPS concept because there are certain scenarios where OOPS makes much more sense instead of using functional programming. So it's always best to learn OOPS. And it's not that difficult, right? If you watch the video, it will make perfect sense. What's the current trending in programming? Current trending in programming, are you saying which language or was a new feature? So language-wise, it is, of course, Python is booming now because of machine learning stuff. There are so many companies, they don't know that they want to use Python in their project, but still they're doing it just because everyone goes with the hype. But Python is a great language. You can use it for machine learning or web scrolling, web scripting. So there are so many things, right? Now, the only thing is when you say trending in programming, not a language. So I would say functional programming is going great. Reactive programming is doing great. So you can learn them. So not just React as reactive, but there's so many reactive programming languages. In fact, Java supports reactive programming. So you can try that. Okay. How to switch from testing to web development? It's quite easy actually. So if you are currently working for a company, make sure that you do a course of web development from a classroom training or online training. Make sure you get a certificate and build a project. Talk to your team, talk to your HR that you want to switch. There are so many companies allowed to do that, provided you have that skill set. They will switch from one department to the department. So just show your work, show your certificate. They might consider it. They will actually if they need someone. Otherwise, you can jump to a new company. The only thing is they might treat you as a fresher for web development, and that's fine. Once you are switching, that's a good approach, I guess. Uh, Python in game development, I don't think so. For game development, people are still happy with C++, right? C++ is a great language to for game development. Anyone C sharp? I guess Unity supports C sharp, if I'm not wrong. Okay, how to become beginner to advance in Python? That's see for all these questions we have the same answer. You need to build project. No one can teach you how to be a master in a language. Doesn't matter is it Java or Python or C. You need to build yourself. So our job is to teach you the basics. What our job is to help you in these steps to fill up those gaps. But you need to practice, right? If you don't practice, you can't learn. Example, let's say if you want to, I always use this example. So let's say if you want to learn, if you want to play cricket, you have to play it, right? You can't simply watch a cricket game and say, hey, this is now I know how to play cricket. That is not how it works, right? uh, in fact, we as normal cricket lovers, we normally pass comments on cricketers. They should play this shot, they should play that shot. But when we you go into that situation, we will be playing a different way, right? So yeah, you have to be there. You have to be a part of that. So if you want to be a good programmer, be a part of that programming community, build projects, ask questions on Stack Overflow, answer questions on Stack Overflow, teach. That's how you build yourself. Okay. How to become front-end developer in Angular? So first you have to learn HTML, CSS, be good with that. Then learn JavaScript, and I guess that's it. So if you know these three things, jQuery will help, and then you can learn Angular JS or Angular, not JS. Tutorials on Docker and Kubernetes. I was thinking about Docker, but the only thing is I'm not having enough time to learn that. But surely I will try to do Docker soon. Okay. Just to check the quality if it is good. Okay. Yeah, quality looks good. The only thing is I'm looking a bit thin today, maybe because of this webcam. So, okay. Okay, just question just went up. So what after Spring and Hibernate? So if you know Spring and if you know Hibernate, provided when you say you know Spring, make sure that you know about Spring MVC, Spring ORM, Spring integration, Spring batch, Spring security. Once you know all those things, you can move to Spring microservices. Learn about Cloud Foundry. Learn about the Spring Cloud basically. So learn about that and deploy applications. That's something you can do. React or Angular, it depends actually. So if you want to go start and if you want to do it quickly, React is awesome. But I still feel for big applications, Angular is more powerful. I'm not into front end designing, so I can't actually comment on it. But that's my opinion, which is I favor Angular more than React. But React is great. It's simple to learn, easy to implement. It's very powerful actually. But again, as a Google fan, I always prefer Angular. Okay. How much years I need to be programming expert? See, you can't define things in years. I have seen so many people, they are working in the industry from last 15 years, but still they are not good with programming because it all depends upon what type of work you're doing and how much you enjoy while doing that work. So there are two type of works we normally do in programming. One, you complete the task, and second, you do it in efficient way. So every day you do the same thing, same thing, same thing. You will not learn something new. But if you experiment every time, if you want to make your project efficient, that's where you need to, you know, that's where you will become expert. I can't say expert, but it takes time. Plus, you need to do a lot of experiment. And at one point, what so all these questions, how to become expert in programming, these questions are asked only by beginners. But once you spend some time in programming, once you work on some projects, then being an expert is not something which you want. What you want is, can I build this project? Can I build this project efficiently? Are my clients happy? Is my company happy with me? So those things are important. Yes, you can be a language guru, but it doesn't make any sense even if you know the entire language and if you can't implement things the way client needs it and the way your company expects it to work with. So that's important. Okay. Core area of Java. So basically now Java is very famous in the enterprise world and mobile world as well. So if you say Android applications, most of them has been built using Java. But yes, Flutter is overtaking it. But yeah, the enterprise market is still great with Java. Okay. So your journey so far. In fact, I wanted to make a video on my journey. I don't feel anything is great about my journey because when you watch all these movies about the big stars, and then if you see a lot of YouTubers, they tell about their stories. It's not that great. I don't want to exaggerate my journey, but yeah, it was up and down sometime. Uh, it's always growing basically. So it's not something like I went up and down somewhere, but yeah. So there is a story. I want to make a video on that. Well, I don't know how depth I should take it, but in general, I started my I did my graduation, then masters, then joined a company. Left that company because of the work culture. It was not great. I joined startup, and then so that's how. It's not that what you say amazing. It's normal. Okay, Manohar says hi from Canada. Hi, Manohar. What's the time there? It should be early morning, if I'm not wrong. Okay, Flutter React Native to start career in web development. For web development, of course, you will be going for React. Why you will learn Flutter for web development? Or sorry, career in development. So if you are focusing on mobile, of course, go for Flutter, which is very powerful. React is good. You can also try that. Okay, next question. Importance of data structures in programming. So there are two important things when you say data structures algorithms. The first one is company perspective. See, we are working in the industry, we are living in the world where IT is very, very important, right? Softwares are very important. Now, all these softwares store data, right? So the important thing is data. So it's important for us to know how to store our data. So if it is small data, you will store it in variables. But what if you have huge amount of data? So that's where you require collections. The collection of data you can store somewhere, maybe in a list format, maybe in a linked list format, in a stack format, in a queue format. So those things are important to understand how to work with data. But yes, as a programmer, you don't understand. As a beginner, you don't understand the importance of it, because what you do in programming when you learn something, you learn about hello world, you learn about addition of two numbers, you learn about how to send message from here to there. But then the moment you start working with the actual softwares, you will be facing a lot of different what you say data models. And then the moment you say you have huge amount of data, then you realize, okay, I want to store this data, I want to process this data. Which is the best data structures I can use here? Which is the best algorithm I can use here? So that things comes into picture when you say you have data with you. On the other hand, so let's say you're not joining a company, you are still a fresher. If you are learning new language and if you want to implement something, of course you need a problem statement, right? One of the best way to improve your programming language or programming logic is to implement algorithms by yourself. So understand the algorithm, by reading the book or something, and implement it by yourself. Don't just get the code from somewhere. Yes, when you do it by yourself, you will make mistakes. It might not be efficient, but that's okay. You have built something, and then just compare with the actual solution, and then you will realize, oh, this is how they think, and this is how I think. This is the gap I have to fill. That's why you should learn. You should practice algorithms and data structures as a beginner. And when you join a company, when you work on the actual projects, you will realize the importance of it automatically. Trust me, when we work on the project, we use data structures a lot. Not something like, oh, we have to use data structures here, but we need to use list, we need to use stack, and that works because of data structures, right? So that's how thing works. Ah, okay, that's hard. Best website for competitive programming. There's so many websites available. I'm not sure which is best. You can start with HackerRank, HackerEarth, CodeChef. There's so many websites nowadays. Every week, I guess they're building new websites for competitive programming. But HackerRank, HackerEarth, they are like the. It's been a long time I've worked on, seen that, but right. There is a loophole in live. I think YouTube should build a Quora like where live becomes some people unable to get their answers by you, so other people can answer them. Oh yeah, so something we can do it here. So if you're asking a question and then if I'm not able to answer that because of it goes up, someone else can do it. Yeah, in fact, in fact they can do it. So when you say if you want to answer some question, you can just say at the rate and you can type the answer at the rate and name of the person. Type the answer, they will know that you have answered them. So let YouTube be YouTube. Don't make it Quora. And let Quora be Quora, don't make it Instagram. So I've seen so many answers nowadays on Quora, which is more of pictures from Instagram and somewhere. So it's time to stop using Quora maybe. Or maybe I have to change my account. So what are the benefits, or just question just went up. So what are the benefits of, question again went up. Benefits of what? I just seen dynamic, and what was the next word I had not seen? Dynamic. Dynamic website. Okay, how much time need to be? Okay, what's happening today? So maybe next time I will make sure that we have this slow chat on, which is you can one person can ask only one question in 1 minute, because a lot of people are actually spamming today. Okay, is it possible to automate web application with Python in Cucumber framework? I guess yes. Cucumber is for automation testing. If I'm not wrong, it should be. Why not? I've not done that, but it should be. Nandu Reddy says meetups. The only thing is I'm busy with trainings. This month, which is June, July, August. Uh, we as a trainer, we all are always packed with the training. So let's see after that. Okay. Future of blockchain and AI. See, blockchain is a sure shot, has a good future, because nowadays, and I mean, you might have heard about Libra coin as well. So even Facebook is investing a lot on blockchain technology. So yes, it will be. It has a good future. About AI, it is a future for sure. So everything in future will be having some side of AI. Even when you use a normal camera, it will be nowadays we have a camera which has AI effects. We maybe in future you'll be having lights which will be having AI effects. I guess they have it now, which is with IoTs, but you might be having soon. Okay. Angular certification, how to get it? Do a course on Angular, and that's how you get it. Make a video on Android app using Python series. Now, Python is not that good for Android. It's good to experiment, but not for actual development. Okay, what are the benefits of Hibernate over other ORM tools? So basically, Hibernate is well. It's not that Hibernate is great compared to Hibernate and other ORM tools available. It's just that most of the companies they are using Hibernate. We have a big community for Hibernate, and Hibernate gets great updates every time. So every time you have a new feature of Hibernate, they come up with something new. So if you want to enjoy something new, straightforward, go for Hibernate. If you want to have a big community, go for Hibernate. There are companies they are still working on Hibernate's toppling because that works best for them. They can customize it, or maybe they might have customized it. But and then the another advantage is by default Spring framework supports Hibernate. So yes, you can use another frameworks, but Spring by default supports Hibernate. But in terms of functionality, all have this almost the same functionality. Pankaj Sharma says, "What is a Lombok in Java?" I have a video on that, right? You can check it out. It's a library basically, which help you to reduce the boilerplate code. Okay, question just went up. Should I want to learn data structure? Should I want to? You want to learn data structures? You can watch the videos on YouTube, or should you learn it? Yes, of course. Okay, which language is best suited with data structures? Everything is not data structure is not specific to any language. You can implement in any language. It all depends upon which language you are going to work in future or which technology you're going to choose. If you're working on .NET, of course, you can use C# and with data structures. Then if you are working on Java stack, of course, you can use Java with data structures. If you're using Python, you can use Python with data structures. Okay, so Dipang says, so today, which is the best IDE for Java? Best IDE for Java? It's IntelliJ. IntelliJ is one of the best IDE available for Java. The only problem is it's not free. Okay, so the community version is free, but the enterprise version, you have to pay for it. So everyone, if you're watching this and if you're enjoying it, hit that like button, everyone, so that I will know that you enjoy these sessions, so that I can go live every time. I mean, that's what motivates me to go live on weekends as well. So hit that like, everyone. Okay. It's still running. Okay, last two questions. It's almost been half an hour now. Is there any possibility that Java will be replaced by other languages like Python? No. Java will not be replaced completely. Yes, in some fields it is the example of for mobile phones for Android, we are preferring Flutter over Java now, but it's not like we will be replacing Java completely in enterprise market. It's damn difficult to replace Java. I'm not saying those languages are not good. It's just that when enterprise. So let's talk about enterprise market. If they are building big projects, they use it for years to come. Let's say 10 years, 15 years, and they simply update the same application. So if the entire application is built on Java, of course you will not be shifting to some other technology. But yes, you might use Kotlin in case of Java, but the backend is still same, right? You're still using JVM. So if you know Java, you can learn Kotlin as well. Okay, so last one question, and then we are done. I can see so many questions popping up there. I should be doing that next time, which is slow chat. Okay. What's the future of image processing? It has a good future. Image processing has become what you say the base now. So if you say AI cameras, then face detection, all this thing works with image processing, right? Nowadays we have. So when you join a company, maybe nowadays we use fingerprint to get take the attendance. Maybe you can use your face recognition. In fact, in some countries, in some schools, they have implemented it. They take the attendance of their students with cameras. So it has a good future. So that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I know I was not able to answer all the questions, but trust me, it's damn difficult to even see those chat window because I have to also answer that. I have to see that. I have to look at the camera first, right? But all this thing goes here. So yeah, that's it from this session. Thanks for understanding. See you in the next live session. Bye bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Sending the stream. So bye.